Hello and welcome back to English with Laura.
Hey everyone, really glad you're here with us today.
Daniel, can I ask you something before we start?
Of course.
What do you think about learning English? Is it hard or easy for you?
Hmm, I think it's both, actually. Some parts feel natural now, but some parts still take effort.
That was a great answer, and you just used one of the most important phrases in English, I think.
Oh, I didn't even notice I used it.
That's exactly the point. Today we're going to look at three phrases: I think, I feel, and I believe. Simple, natural, and incredibly useful for sharing your opinions and feelings in English.
I use these all the time without realizing it.
Most people do. Let's make sure you can use them with confidence. So, why are these three phrases so important?
I guess because every conversation involves opinions at some point.
Exactly. Someone asks what you think about something, a movie, a plan, an idea, and without these phrases, it can be hard to start your answer.
Right. Sometimes I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to begin.
That's very common. These three phrases solve that problem. They give you a natural, confident way to open any opinion or feeling.
And they all feel a little different, right?
They do. I think is for general opinions. I feel is more personal, connected to emotions. And I believe is stronger for deeper convictions.
Oh, so it's not just about grammar, it's about how strongly you feel.
Exactly. Let's see them all in action. Before we dive in, if you find this lesson helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a new lesson from us. It really helps us make more videos for you.
It really helps us make more videos for you.
Scene 1. Using I think for general opinions. Let's start with I think. This is the most common and flexible of the three. Imagine we're talking about a new cafe that just opened near us. Ready?
Ready?
So, have you been to that new cafe on the corner yet?
Yes, I went yesterday, actually.
What did you think?
I think it's really nice. The coffee is great, and the atmosphere is very relaxed. I think I'll go back next week.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I've been curious about it.
You should try it. I think you'd really like it.
See how naturally I think fit into that conversation? You used it 3 times, and each time it felt completely natural.
It didn't feel like I was being careful about grammar. It just felt like talking.
That's the goal. I think is light and flexible. You can use it for almost any opinion, big or small. Scene 2. Using I feel for personal emotions and reactions. Now let's look at I feel. This one goes a little deeper. It's connected to your emotions, how something makes you feel inside. Imagine we're talking about starting a new job or a new class.
Oh, I know that feeling. Starting something new can be nerve-wracking.
Exactly. So let's talk about it. How are you doing with the new English class? Is it going okay?
Honestly, I feel a little nervous sometimes. There's a lot to remember.
That's completely understandable. How do you feel about speaking in English specifically?
I feel more comfortable than I used to, but I still feel a little unsure when I have to speak quickly.
That's really honest and very relatable. Notice how I feel is different from I think. It's not about an opinion on something outside you. It's about what's happening inside.
Right. I feel nervous is different from I think it's hard.
Exactly. I think is about your view of the world. I feel is about your inner experience.
That distinction actually makes a lot of sense.
Now let's look at I believe. This one is the strongest of the three. You use it when something really matters to you, a value, a strong opinion, or something you feel is genuinely true.
So, it's more serious than I think.
A little, yes. I think can be casual. I believe carries more weight. Imagine we're talking about something that really matters, like learning a language.
Oh, I have strong feelings about that.
Good, tell me.
I believe that anyone can learn English, no matter how old they are or where they're from. I believe that confidence matters more than perfect grammar.
I love that, and I completely agree.
I also believe that making mistakes is actually a good sign. It means you're trying.
That's a beautiful way to put it. And do you hear how I believe gives those sentences a different kind of weight? It sounds thoughtful, grounded, like something you've really considered.
Yes, it sounds more personal somehow, more meaningful.
Exactly. Use I believe when you really mean it. So let's look at the simple pattern behind all three.
I guess they all start with I, and they all introduce something personal.
Right. I think is your general opinion, something you've considered, but it doesn't have to be deeply personal. I think the movie was good. I think we should leave early.
Casual and flexible, easy to use in almost any situation.
Exactly. I feel is your emotional response. It's about how something affects you inside. I feel nervous. I feel excited. I feel more confident now.
So, I feel is more vulnerable, more honest about emotions.
Yes, and that honesty makes conversations feel more real and connected. And I believe is your deeper conviction, something you feel strongly about. I believe kindness matters. I believe every learner can improve.
So, the stronger you feel about something, the more naturally I believe fits.
That's a great way to think about it. And you can mix them naturally. Like, I think this cafe is wonderful and I feel really happy we came here. Or, I believe practice matters and I feel more confident every day. That's exactly how real conversations flow.
Oh, mixing them together feels very natural, actually.
It does, because that's exactly how people talk. Let's look at the most useful phrases from today.
These are ones I want to start using right away.
First, I think it's really nice. Simple, natural, everyday opinion.
That one is so easy to use. I can put almost anything after I think.
Exactly. Next, I think you'd really like it. A warm, friendly way to share a recommendation.
Oh, that one's great for talking about places, food, movies. Very useful.
I feel a little nervous sometimes. Honest, personal, and very relatable.
That one takes a little courage to say, but it sounds so genuine.
It does, and people really respond to that kind of honesty. Next, I feel more confident than I used to. A great way to talk about your progress.
I love that one. It shows growth without sounding boastful.
I believe that anyone can learn English, a strong, warm conviction.
That phrase actually gave me a little confidence just hearing it.
Good, that's exactly what I believe does. And finally, I believe making mistakes is a good sign, a positive, encouraging way to reframe something difficult.
That one I want to remember. It changes how you think about mistakes completely.
Okay, now it's your turn. We'll stay in the same kinds of conversations from today. I'll guide you through each one. Someone asks what you think about your city. Use I think to give a simple opinion. Try I think it's a really interesting place to live. Good. Now add one more thought. What do you think visitors should do there? Try I think visitors should try the local food. Now someone asks how you feel about speaking in English in public. Be honest and use I feel. Try I feel a little nervous sometimes, but I'm getting better. Great. Now add how you feel about your progress. Try I feel more confident than I used to.
I like how I feel makes everything sound more honest, less like a report, more like a real person talking.
Exactly. Now share something you really believe about learning or about life. Use I believe. Try I believe that practice every day makes a big difference. Perfect. Now add one more belief, something encouraging. Try I believe anyone can improve with the right support. Well done. You just shared opinions, feelings, and beliefs all naturally, all in real English.
That felt really good. I feel like I have so much more to say now in English.
Now let's shadow. Listen first, then say it with me. Try to sound warm and genuine, like you really mean it. I think this lesson is really useful. I feel more confident already, and I believe that with a little practice, everything starts to feel natural.
I feel a little nervous sometimes, but I think that's okay. I believe every mistake brings me one step closer to speaking English well.
Listen again, then shadow along. Focus on sounding genuine, not just correct. So today you learned how to use 3 of the most powerful phrases in everyday English. I think, I feel, and I believe.
And I love that they're so simple, but they make such a big difference.
They really do. I think for your general opinions. I feel for your emotions and inner experience. And I believe for the things that really matter to you.
And you can mix them together, which makes conversations feel even more natural.
Exactly. Start using them today, even in small moments. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel.
I feel ready to try, and I believe it's going to help a lot.
I think you're absolutely right. Now we'd love to hear from you. Can you write one sentence in the comments using I think, I feel, or I believe? Tell us something about yourself or about learning English.
Don't overthink it, just write what feels true for you.
If this lesson helped you, please give it a like. It really helps the channel. And subscribe so you don't miss our next lesson.
See you in the next one.
See you soon. Keep practicing. You're doing really well.